game. Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And also, I sound weird to myself. I know why I sound weird to myself. You have to give me a second. I probably sound a little bit... See, the thing is, the mic was muted, and if the mic is completely muted, then it's like all sound cancellation, and everything is very, very empty and sounds strange. So, hi. I have things I want to share and tell you. And it's been a long time since we've spoken, but also, uh, I do not need this sound. No. You don't have any sound, but I have sound. It was not bad dinner. Hold on. Let me get you sound, and then let me figure out a way to not have sound. Hello, Disco Elysium. Where did I want you? I wanted you on 5, 6, I believe, because I feel like that's the joy. Okay, so we've got some Disco Elysium sounds going on, but I don't actually want to hear them or you to hear them because they will distract me. But I want to hear you. Although you don't actually speak to me, but you sometimes speak to me. I have to bring up my, I just put it away, but now I have to bring it up again. Let's see. Where are you? What are my mixes? 5 and 6. Ah. Oh, look at that. Oh, but it's muted for you too as well. That's fine. Hold on. What if I do this? Same. And the reason why is because the headphone mix is the same as your mix. That's weird. Wait, what if I do this? Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I'm just making that up. Wait a second. Wait. Mm-hmm. So if I mute it for myself, I mute it for you. But that shouldn't be that way. Because, uh, well, I don't know. Um, I can't tell you what's happening, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mute this sound for the moment because I don't want it distracting me while I'm talking with you all, because I want to chat with you all without being distracted. So, hi. I have things. I have a lot of things to share with you and to talk to you about. It's been a while. And I've missed you. Also, I suspect you're getting some sounds. Just maybe not a lot. Hi. Chaos Nick says, do you love how brilliant his game is from the vantage point of an academic? Yes, I do. That's a pretty nice t-shirt. Shirt. I like it. Thanks. I have something to tell you. It's the heavy monster sound. Hello, Lone Ku. Servus. Wie geht's dir? Grüezi miteinander. Wires got tangled. Wait. Okay, so stay on target. So this is what happens. Hi, I'm back. We're playing Disco Elysium today. It's been a while. I've missed you all. I mean, I've seen you for the gamblers, but I've missed you. And I have a lot to share. So, from the top, Krellin liked my shirt. This shirt is from Paul Jones, I believe it is. It's like the Paul Jones Company. Hold on. And it's got if you can see, it's got these 3 colors, and it's also knit. It's like a very light knit. And it's this company that does sort of vintagey sort of shirts and sweaters and whatnot. And I like a good vintage. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. And so I got it because it made me happy. And it also does make me happy. They've got those kind of shirts. They've got those kind of neat little, vaguely Argyle things and whatnot. So this is a bit of my current joy. It makes me happy. Oh, wait, you're a musician composer that loved... Oh. Okay, Chaos Nick. Yeah. Yes, I wanted to, share something about that, but I won't. Not right now. You cannot see it, but right over here is my synthesizer. My fake Moog. And there was a question that Barantor asked me a while ago about when will I do another composition stream. And I just had this big concert on last Thursday, which is why I did not stream last Thursday, because I was doing a concert. I did a piece at this concert where I busted out, y'all, I've got things to share with you. Well, we're going to play Disco Elysium, but I wanted to tell you that I was asked to do a composition for this concert last Thursday, and so I put together this piece, and it was my synthesizer and my banjo and a couple of pedal effects, and I wanted to play my electric banjo, which I haven't played in a while. And when I brought up my electric banjo and started tuning it up, the tuning peg broke, and I was like, oh no. So I could not use my electric banjo, but I just ordered some parts from Deering, and when they arrive, I'm going to tune up my electric banjo, get it all nice and in tip-top shape, and then I can do some electric banjo stuff. I plan on getting a very good delay pedal so that I can make my synth be very weird. And then when I get those things together, I will show you things. We'll do a composition stream where we play around together and sort of check out cool stuff, because I thought that might be fun. Let's see. Polo Jones. Sehr gut, danke. Ich habe Urlaub. Oh, very nice. Und für den nächsten Dienstag für 2 Wochen an der Ostsee. Ich weiß, es geht ja auch gut. Ja, so erstmal, ich war niemals im Ostsee, weil ich in Bayern war und so. Ich war im Königssee und so Berchtesgaden und so in der Nähe, so in der Nähe da. Aber, ich war auch in Freiburg und so ganz in so Süddeutschland, so war ich. Aber so zum Urlaub. Aber es war einfach, eigentlich war es nur so Tagetrips, so like Day-Trips, so in die Nähe von Augsburg, weil ich war so Freelancer und so, ich eigentlich hatte keinen Urlaub nicht, gell? Also ich könnte schon irgendwo gehen, aber dann kriege ich keine Kohle. So, und ich brauchte Kohle, so eigentlich hatte ich keinen Urlaub. Nee, aber es gab so viele aber ich muss sagen, es gab so ein Fest, so jedes Jahr, und das war so ein anderes, so eine verschiedene Städte in Deutschland jedes Jahr um Pfingsten. Und so, die erste Mal war das so ein Wochenende, gell? Ein langes Wochenende. Und die erste war in Freiburg, dann habe ich Freiburg gesehen, Hamburg, Heidelberg, München, klar. Ich war schon so ein paar, 4, 5 Mal war ich bei dem so Pfingsttreff. Aber so, ich habe schon Sachen gesehen, aber richtig Urlaub hatte ich nicht. Aber so ist es dann. Aber irgendwann werde ich weiß nicht, irgendwann werde ich zurück nach Deutschland gehen und dann kann ich Nähe sehen. Warte mal, ich war mal in Wien. Das war in Salzburg. Ich habe so ein ganz kleines so Wochenende Salzburg gesehen, es war sehr teuer. Und ich habe ein bisschen so Fußball gespielt da. Ja. Wie ist es, dass ich irgendwie überhaupt keinen Urlaub nicht habe? Wie ist das denn? Warte mal. I'm speaking German, and I really shouldn't be, because most of my audience does not understand German, and I should not be speaking it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be speaking English now. The music is brilliant. Absolutely, the music in this game is brilliant. You have the soundtrack. Ooh, I need to get the soundtrack. This is the game is well done. Yeah, I studied classical guitar. Oh, nice. But I mostly make analog electronic music now. I was streaming a fair amount in the past, released an album earlier this year, mostly with modular analog synthesizers plus classical guitar. Chaos Nick! You're speaking my language, Chaos Nick. Chaos Nick, are you in my Discord? If you're not in my Discord, you should become part of my Discord, and then you should drop a link to your album so I can check it out, because I really love acoustic instruments with electronic instruments. That's like part of my jam. So if you would, I would love if you would drop that link. That would be really, really good. Yeah, Königssee. I went to Königssee. There was like it was just nice to see it. Oh, you know what's really neat about Königssee? You might enjoy this. So Königssee is like this lake in southern Germany, and it's in this like a valley in a ravine, and it's very, very pristine. And they have this very cool thing where you can get on a boat, and you can
Somebody's
take a trip
watching me.
across the sea to this little island where there's like a little beer garden in the middle of this island. But here's the cool thing about the Königssee. That when you ride across on this little boat, they have like a boat person will take you across. The way the lake is, the echo is so long, it's such a long delay on the echo, that what the boatman will do is bring out like an old hunting horn and will play this sort of a musical line, and it takes so long for the echo to come back that it comes back after he finishes the line. So when the line starts, when the echo returns, he plays along with the echo another line. And so you basically have the boatman doing this sort of duet with himself and his echo. It is very cool. It's beautiful. It was a very, very, very cool thing. Like it was just like one of those neat sort of acoustic artifacts. Like it was pretty awesome. Oh, you know, yeah, post a link here. Let me make sure that you can, Chaos Nick, let me make sure you can, we need to make you linkable. Will somebody make Chaos Nick a regular, so that Chaos Nick can, so he can post a link? That would be awesome. I think there was something about stargazing. Yes, let's see. Let me see, I gotta go and get caught up. Enjoy my amazing Oberheim X8, lately selling off a bunch of stuff to justify the cost. Ooh, yeah, I gotta tape delay and analog delay are my faves. Yes, I did not know at the time when I got it, but I know now that Behringer is a bit problematic of a company, but they put out a fake Moog, and if I wanted to buy the original Moog 55, which actually you can't really buy, it would cost like $50,000, but I got to have this for like $1,500, $2,000. It's like a Eurorack knockoff of the old Moog from the 60s, exactly the way it was. And this is exactly the Moog that I learned electronic music composition on. So I'm really excited to have this reproduction of this Moog. So I'm really excited about that. That's been like my joy. Let's see. I spent a month in Berlin to check out the music stuff there in part, but German culture is just too rigid for you. See, Chaos Nick, the reason why German culture is too rigid for you is because you were in Berlin, not in Bavaria. Bavaria is locker. Bavaria is like sehr gemütlich. It's like, Bavaria is like chill. I mean, like it's its own thing, right? But Bavaria is, there's more beer there. It's just like Bavaria, southern Germany. Like it's just a bit more. It can be more conservative in one way, but it's not as, look, they're not Prussians. All I'm trying to say is that Bavarians are not Prussians, so they're a bit more, they party more, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, Bavaria is not as rigid, is what I would say. Atomica! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see, where am I? Lonku says, Hamburg, Hamburg. Lonku. When I went to Hamburg for that long weekend over Pfingsten, I'm going to tell you something after I get caught up in chat, but don't let me forget to tell you about that time in Hamburg, which I'm going to tell you what, I'm not in my 20s anymore, but that was a time. Krellin says, I understand words are being said and they mean things. That's about as far as my understanding of Germans goes. GURPS talk. I'm defaulting German off of my English skill. Hey, there is a default. You just got out of public speaking, ready to hear my favorite public speaker. Thank you kindly. I'm understanding like 30% of it. Something about activities during. Yes, I was talking about how I basically didn't have vacation when I lived in Germany because I worked as a freelancer teaching English. And so if I wanted to take time off, I could, but then I just didn't get paid. So I didn't really have vacation time when I was there, but I would take like day trips and like weekends. And I saw a bunch of I saw some cool things in the area, in like southern Germany, Vienna, that whole area, that part of Europe. I got to see cool things there, but I didn't get to travel super widely or take a lot of time off, which is a bummer, but I'll be able to go back. I'll go back sometime. Let's see. I'm getting caught up. You could maybe drop him a link on Twitter or Blue Sky. Yeah, but I think somebody made him wait, did somebody make, okay, Chaos Link is a regular, so I can get this link. Okay, good. Good. Speak any language you like. This is the academic foxhole after all, and we want the challenge. That's fair, and I can also do Pig Latin. Hrothgar says, Guten Abend, mein Freund. Schauen Sie gerne wieder auf Deutsch um. Ja, das kann ich schon machen, gell? Aber ist es Deutsch, ist es dann Bayerisch? Bayerisch. Ich kann schon ein bisschen Bayerisch reden. So, das Sprechen ist ganz okay. Das ist der Hammer. Oh, I don't know what the current slang is in Germany, but when I was there in the 90s, the slang, like, people would say, they'd say, it's the Hammer, which is, it's the hammer. Or, so these are like slang for cool. You know what I mean? Like we say it's cool, or it's bitchin' or whatever. The Hammer was one, and again, this is slang in Bavaria. Oberaffengeil, which is like over monkey horny, was one way to say it was very cool. Or just geil, which is horny but means cool. Geil, the Hammer, Oberaffengeil, Oberaffentittengeil. Yeah, those are the big ones. Anyway, slang's fun. That's all. Wait, are we ready? Okay. Nightbot! We've got Chaos Nick, and I've got this Bandcamp. I'm getting the link. Oops. Wait, because I want copy link address. I'm just adding a new tab on one of my browsers so that I can check out this Bandcamp later because this sounds really cool. Nice. Subliminal Mind Pub. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna check this out. I'm very excited. Hey Artie. Long time no see. Hope you're busy as well. Whoa. I've got things. Chaos says, yep, exact same situation was I was teaching English in Asia. Right, so, okay, so we both taught English. Nice. Who did you teach with? I taught with, in Lingua. The other big school's Berlitz, but yeah, I taught with in Lingua, and I really loved teaching English. It was really fun. It was a great way to get to be in other countries. But again, you also don't really get vacation exactly, or you do, you know. Yeah. Termination Shock, hello, says. Tripper says, that time in Hamburg, and I hear it's the tune of One Night in Bangkok. Well. Atomic says, so Tripper, I have a Had Sappy RP event that... Sad Happy. I said Hap Saddy. Sad Happy RP event that has occurred. Share. Chaos 6 says, ironically, I'm now in the midst of finishing up my TESOL diploma back in North America, trying to get more regular employment. You know, I never got that, but I totally was thinking about it. And I just ended up going to college, you know? But I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. And it was also, I don't know what it was like in Asia, but when I was living in Germany, because the EU had happened, the rules were you had to hire somebody from the EU before you hired somebody outside of the EU unless you could make a justification for it, which meant that teaching English was tricky because there were a lot of EU citizens who were English speakers. But the school that I taught at basically said that it was really important for them because most classes were taught by two professors that would alternate, and their policy was to have two professors with different English accents. So like I'd be paired up with somebody from Ireland, or we'd have a Canadian paired up with somebody from New Zealand. And it was a way to so that the students would get used to different English accents. And so they could make a case that they needed a Native American speaker, which was how I got my work permit, which was very good. Jer Uber Horny Monkey. Yep. Mm-hmm. I hope that hammer isn't your penis, though. I hope not either. It was just a hammer. Now we shall now all call Trooper the Hammer. Just independent schools. Nice. Combination of super sketch and decent ones. Yeah. Atomic says, my 5-year campaign has ended. Oh, and you spent the week doing post-game prologues. Oh, I love post-game epilogues. Chaos Nick says, yeah, I have a science degree. Oh, nice. In what? I was working mainly in science education in the past. Now my aim is to work with within Canada, where I currently live, for immigrant and refugees. So more of a different student base, work at nonprofit settings, settlement agencies. That is amazing. That is so cool. Also, you don't have to tell me your address, but like what province or city do you live in? I just want to know, do you live in Toronto? And if you do live in Toronto, I'll ask you if you know the kids from Degrassi Junior High. If you live in like Ontario, I'll ask you if you know Katie Lang. If you live in Quebec, I'll ask you if you know Wandering DM. If you live on Prince Edward Island, I'll ask you if you know Anne of Green Gables. I'll just try to work out whatever random Canadian references I know, which is, ridiculous, but I'm making fun of myself when I do it. So, um, yeah, I was in random schools in China and Taiwan. Oh, interesting. Nothing half as organized or systematic as that. I was studying Chinese and pursuing related cultural interests. It was a way to live there. Oh, how is, were you learning Mandarin, Cantonese? What were you learning? And how is your Mandarin? Artie says, Atomica, I hope that it was a wrap-up rather than a breakup falling apart. Yeah. Brown says, I'm not calling him the hammer. He's not a percussion instrument. He's brass or strings. Thank you. By the way, I have a show and tell. Before we start the Disco Elysium, I wanted to show you some things that I ordered. I've not opened them yet, but I'm going to open them with you because I thought you'd be interested in what they are, because I went a little wild on eBay. Not really wild, just a little wild, and I got some stuff. And I wanted to share it with you, and I thought you'd be interested. And when I show you what I got from eBay, you will think, ah, yes, we see what's happening here. So I thought let's see. Mathematical biology. Oh, that's interesting. I think nowadays they would just call it computational biology, bioinformatics. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, okay. I'm liking it. So I was on the internet and I was reading a blog post that was mentioning some RPG books that I was like, oh, I think I need these for nerd purposes. So I wanted to, you can't buy them in many places, but I found a number of them on eBay, and I wanted to share them with you because they're relative. So I don't think anyone learns Cantonese really, or why you would. Yeah, it's so-so. It was a lot better in the past. Well, because I'm from San Francisco, where everybody speaks Cantonese. Not everybody, but the Chinese population speaks Cantonese because because they left, right? And I imagine there's still Cantonese in Hong Kong, but again, now that the changeover, who knows how that's working. You're in Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver. But you're planning to move to Toronto next year. But I'm from California too, and I'm on the East Coast. So if you're in Vancouver, that must be very nice. When I went up to Vancouver for a conference, it reminded me of the West Coast quite a lot. Like this sort of, I'm from NorCal. It reminded me of the weather reminded me of like California, and there's like a vibe. There's a West Coast vibe, and Vancouver had that West Coast vibe, and it was very nice. And I appreciated it very much. Let's see. Where are we at? It was a wrap up. Already got some Fate games prepped for next year. Oh, that's very cool, Tom. You'll have to share with us about it. You don't know anyone? Mandarin, yeah. You live in Hamilton, an hour outside of Toronto, and I don't know any of those people. Wait, Artie Snack, but you're from Toronto, or right outside of Toronto, you must know all of the people and all the movie stars, since everybody films everything in Toronto. I mean, it's, Roller. Constant Curving's always been such a good, I don't know, do you know, Roller, do you know that album of Katie Lang's, was the soundtrack for Even Cowgirls Get the Blues? It was her first kind of weird, loungy sort of album. It was very good. Chaos Nick says, my partner's cousin is doing her master's at McMaster. Oh, nice. Also, Artie, says Atomica, the wrap-up was a month-long battle against a dragon-shaped entity representing the very concept of entropy. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. You lived in the Bay Area for 15 years. Most of your family's still there. I grew up in the Bay Area. I grew up in San Francisco until I was like in sophomore year of high school, then moved to Oakland. And then, I graduated high school and joined the Army and left. But like the Bay Area is like where my heart is. As they say, I left my heart in San Francisco. And I think about, although the San Francisco I was in doesn't really exist anymore, so that's a little sad. But I love the food. Yeah. Atomica talks about this dragon who's represented entropy, that its breath weapon was literal nothingness. That is very cool. Catholic says, but nobody actually learns it who isn't Chinese and grew up with it. That's fair. I know that in San Francisco, right, I'm sure you would know, there were those Chinese schools where you'd learn it, but only Chinese kids got to go to the Chinese schools. I wanted to go, but I didn't get to. It's the West Coast, but it's a tiny town, very small compared to the Bay Area. And the weather is not like there at all. I'm happy to be seeing the sun in the past day. I didn't see it for a week straight lately, so it's a bit more like Seattle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're not from Toronto, you're from Hamilton. So do you know Hamilton? Alexander Hamilton, the American president? Did you hang out? Because, you know. Everybody films everything in Vancouver in the past. Toronto has more Canadian projects. Oh, well, that's interesting. Interesting. Vancouver, BC is the big place till the province gutted the film credits. Oh, Berkeley Boulder. Let's see. Hey, Bronx Smash. I'm doing a show and tell, although I haven't shown you the thing yet, but I've got right there. I'm gonna show you in a second. You've been to Petaluma. It is. Petaluma is near San Francisco. And if you can pet a Luma, I can pet a Luma. Yep, reading a lot of the dire stories now about the former film crew's homeless and committing suicide. Oh, wow. Oof, yeah. Speaking of food, I miss all the food from Southern Bronx Smash. SoCal has got some amazing food. Some of the best Ethiopian food I've had in SoCal. Delicious. So, I have something to show you, and then we're going to play. So, I wanted to show you some of the books that I got because you'll recognize what I'm about in them. So, this one here is from 1990. So this is a book from 1990, and it is The Complete Guide to Role-Playing Games by Rick Swan. Dungeons and Dragons, ElfQuest, Marvel Superheroes, Robotech, Star Trek, Star Wars, and more. What's hot, what's not, and how to play them. So this is a book that's telling you all the RPGs that there are to know about, but the book is from 1990. And I love that very, very much. And it's got the addresses of the various companies. If you want to know, they've got a glossary. If you want to know what they are, subject index, for example. If you're interested in anthropomorphics, you can play either Albedo or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you're interested in espionage, you can do Danger International, Espionage, James Bond 007, Mercenary Spies and Private Eyes, Top Secret or Top Secret SI. If you want giant robots, you've got Mech Warrior, Mechton 2, Robotech, Robot Warriors, and Sentinels. If you want horror, you've got Beyond the Supernatural, Call of Cthulhu, Chills, Stalking the Night, Fantastic. They've got humor. I'm just saying, if you want to know what there is to know, everything you need to know about RPGs, but it's 1990, then this book is the book for you. And it's got reviews of the games themselves, which is very exciting. Let's see. Here's a thing about they tell you about how to play RPGs, like in case you want to know how to do it, how to use the reviews. So they've got, for example, the Bullwinkle and Rocky RPG, which came out of TSR 1988. It has 3 stars, but out of how many would be a question. Hey, out of how many stars? Ratings. The games are given an overall rating of 1 to 4 stars. 4 and 3-star games are all recommended. 4-star ratings indicate state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line masterpieces of game design. 3-star ratings designate first-rate, highly entertaining games, certain to satisfy fans interested in the game's subject. 2-star ratings point out flawed games. Enjoyment of a 2-star game requires a special interest in its subject or a willingness to overlook its problems. 1-star games alert buyers to failed experiments, ill-conceived ideas, and miscellaneous junk, recommended for collectors and the insatiably curious. So they've got their complexity is low. There's a bit of a thing here about what you can get there. Bushido, it's all Element Masters, Cabal, Lands of Adventure. Cabal, by the way, I'm going to read you a review, everybody. I hope you're ready for it, because there's a very short review for a 1-star game, which I thought you might want to know. Oh man, says your ElfQuest. Yeah. You're in Central PA? Oh, Bronx Smash. I know people from remote PA. So Artie says, no, but I was very confused when the musical game came out. For a long time, I didn't know what was a musical, so I was wondering why people kept talking about Hamilton. That makes sense. One of my players says Atomica. supercharged a growth spell, and another gained full control of a Leviathan form. So for a good portion, it became a 2v1 kaiju battle. Yes. Yes. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so catching up. Have you seen Fablo? No, it's not Fablo Novalis. It's Fabula Ultima, I think, is the one. That's the one. Fabula Ultima. It's getting all the buzz right now. Atomica says, "This reminds me of a comic. A kid shows his parent a picture. The parent says, 'I'd give that 4 stars.' The kid asks out of how many. The parent walks the kid outside and waves a hand at the night sky." Oh, that's cool. Yes. Okay, so Cabal, 1 star. Complexity high from Cabal Gaming Systems, 1981. The title is an acronym for Knights and Berserkers and Legerdemain, which is as clever as it gets. Cabal is nicely packaged but hopelessly derivative. Any value it might have as a game is buried beneath a mountain of mathematics. How tall is your character? Roll a 6-sided die, multiply the sum by 20, take the square root of the result, and multiply it by 21.5, and you've got his height in centimeters, I think. This is supposed to be fun? Buyer's note, box set. Well. Prince Valiant's got 3.5. Sandman has got 2.5. Talislanta is 3.5. I wonder what they have for Dungeons and Dragons, huh? Let's check. Ghostbusters is 3. GURPS is 4, by the way. Nice. ElfQuest 2.5. All right, look, let's Dungeons and Dragons. What do we got here? Dungeons and Dragons, there's only one listed. 3.5 stars. Complexity low. Let's just note, complexity low. First edition, 1974, revised edition, 1983. They sort of, this is, they're looking at the, this is BECMI. I wonder if they have Advanced Dungeons & Dragons in here. They have DC Heroes. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3.5 stars. Advanced Dungeons and Call of Cthulhu. I just saw it. Hold on. Look, I'm very excited about this. Champions gets 3.5. Call of Cthulhu gets 4. Advanced Arcanum Aftermath. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, 4 stars. Complexity medium. I think that's... What did they give GURPS in terms of complexity? Hold on, let me see. E, F, Gamma World, Ghostbusters, GURPS. Complexity medium high. How is that for cool? Oh, Traveler, let me look. Traveler. I see you, Krellin. Traveler has... Top Traveler. This is a 4 stars. Complexity high. So they rate Travelers a higher complexity than GURPS. It has multiple pages, by the way, in its review, and they really... It's 4 stars. They think it's really important. Tunnels and Trolls, 3 stars. Complexity low. This is very cool. Hey, AnarchW. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that was 1981, so most calculators wouldn't even have had a square root operation of them. Yep. Did the game come with a square root table? I don't know. I suppose you would assume that you just have to be able to do it. Maybe they had a table. Nice to encounter you. I'm going to take a tea break. Oh, please do, before you go to class. Enjoy your class. Come back, and I'm going to check out your album. I'll see you next time. We're going to be playing really soon. But, AnarchW, this is the complete guide to role-playing games from 1990. And I just thought, before I move on, I thought I'd read you their appendix, because you all might find this interesting. Recommendations. My favorite games are listed below. This is Rick Swan. The choice for best adventures and supplements are intentionally eclectic, with no RPG system represented more than once in each list. All lists are alphabetical. Rank on each list has no significance. So, the author's 10 favorite games. You just skip through it later. Yes. I should tell you the worst rated game. The author's favorite games: Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, GURPS, Mega Traveler, Oriental Adventures, Paranoia, Pendragon, RuneQuest, Talislanta, and Warhammer. The 10 best games for beginners: Rocky and Bullwinkle, DC Heroes, Dungeons & Dragons, Ghostbusters, Marvel Superheroes, Prince Valiant, which I don't have and I should get, Space 1889, Toon, Top Secret SI, and Tunnels and Trolls. I think it's so fascinating what people think were good for beginners in 1990 versus now, because now people would say other things completely, which I think is interesting. Curl says, oh yeah, Toon was so simple. Absolutely. I stuck a page from Cabal in Discord. It's pretty bad. Oh, Volpez, I cannot wait to see it. Thank you, Volpez, for giving us a page from Cabal. I'm very excited for this. Very excited. Very excited. Let's see. You have a scan of the second id of it. It's pretty bad. Volpez, share Cabal. Working on your homework and excited for next week. I'm doing a tribute eulogy for Satoru Iwata. Oh, of Nintendo. In case you want to know the 10 best role-playing adventures, in case you're interested, 5 coins for a kingdom for Dungeons & Dragons, Griffin Island for RuneQuest, Live and Let Die for James Bond 007, Mask of Nyarlathotep, Call of Cthulhu, Ravenloft, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Scavenger Hunt for Star Wars, Something Rotten in Kislev for Warhammer, Tournament of Dreams for Pendragon, The Traveler Adventure for Traveler, The Yellow Clearance Black Box Blues for Paranoia. That's great. I'm curious if Oriental Joseph was mentioned. It is the one from AD&D. It absolutely is. I'm pretty sure it just has to be. Yeah, it actually. Yes, they say here they give it 3.5 stars. Oriental Adventures is an Advanced Dungeons & Dragons variant set in the eastern world of Kara-Tur. Right, so they're counting as like a separate game. And then if you want the best supplements, they are Covert Operations Sourcebook, Volumes 1 and 2 for Top Secret, Cthulhu by Gaslight, Call of Cthulhu, the Gazetteer series for Dungeons & Dragons, in particular the Principalities of Glantry, the Northern Reachers and the Five Shires, the Gods of Glorantha for RuneQuest, GURPS Space, GURPS, Kafir Sourcebook for 2300 AD, Lands of Mystery for Hero Games, Manual of the Planes for AD&D, the Q Manual for James Bond 007, and the Star Wars Sourcebook for Star Wars, the old Star Wars. I am very excited to dig into this and use it as part of my studies, my game studies, but I got more than one old game book. Right? I'm just glad they gave COC a 4. Well, the thing is, you have to give Call of Cthulhu a 4. Whether you like Call of Cthulhu or not, it is such a profoundly important game in the hobby. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain games, you may not like them or you may like them, and that's fine, but they're so important. Like, whether or not you like D&D, D&D is important. D&D, we could make a list, right? But D&D, Call of Cthulhu, probably Tunnels and Trolls and RuneQuest, Vampire, of course. There's a bunch of games that are just really, really foundational, and you have to, I'm just saying. Let's see. I remember playing the James Bond back in my college days. I actually was able to get, I've been wanting to do, there are solo rules for the James Bond 007 game on Her Majesty's Secret Servants, and I now have them, which means when one of these times when I'm going to be doing going solo, I can do James Bond, and I'm very excited for it. Because, I don't know if you know this, but I basically gathered a bunch of solo espionage RPGs, and we did number stations last time, but I've got more on deck. It'll be like a summer of espionage, solo espionage. Let's see. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu absolutely earned its spot in the industry. Absolutely, Josh. It is just so important, right? Like, that is an important game. And I think there are games that might be important, but maybe not popular or not good or whatever that means. But Call of Cthulhu is important. Call of Cthulhu is essentially the first horror RPG. Traveler was the first space RPG. Traveler's super seminal. Traveler's really important. That's a really important game too. Especially because it was one of these first games that really did like a life path system. It was very sort of simulationist in its own way. Yes. We did Octopus in another set that I can't remember. Yes, and I was able to get, so this is the next one. Ian Livingstone, if you remember Ian Livingstone, who did, he co-founded Games Workshop. So he's the editor of White Dwarf magazine, right? Judge Dredd, Battle Cars, right? Yes, yes. For 007, are there rules that the love interest PC has to replace each campaign or kills you? So this book is from, what year is this book from? This book is from 1982. Okay, so this book is by Ian Livingstone, right? Famous Ian Livingstone, and it's from 1982, and it's called Dicing with Dragons, an Introduction to Role-Playing Games. I'm really excited to, because, you know, I have both of Gary Gygax's books. Where are they hanging out? They're hanging out over there. Role-Playing Mastery and Master of the Game. So I've got Gary Gygax's books. I've got a couple other ones. And this one here, Dicing with Dragons, is an introduction to role-playing games. The font is very Art Deco. And you've got mind games, but how do role-playing games work? A solo adventure, playing fantasy quests, creating a character. Oh, wow. Hold on. Check it out. The art is gorgeous. That's very, very nice. Do they actually have a... They let you know what the dice look like? In case you don't know, because they're new. You know how games used to do this, but they don't do this very much anymore, where they would have that section, which is an example of role-play, and they would have, like... The DM says... So here it says, you hear footsteps, Maury. John also tells all the players that they can now hear voices, although he hasn't yet told them that is in the orc language. The conversation continues. Ragnar, do any of us understand the language? I speak hobgoblin and orc. Our barbarian gets around, you know? The DM. Yes, you recognize it as orc. Maury, just what we need when we are low on hit points. Ragnar, can we estimate how many there are from the number of footsteps? DM, yes, about 10. Right, so like, games don't do this much anymore. They kind of cut that page count, but this is a multiple page example. There is also, it looks like a solo adventure with a character sheet in here to help you understand how to play RPGs. The art is really nice looking, by the way. And then after this solo adventure, there are the games you can buy, a note on learning games they mention. So this is from 82. And they mention games you can buy. The ones they mention are Dungeons and Dragons, RuneQuest Traveler, and Tunnels and Trolls. That says something about what's important. Accessories, the types of accessories, miniatures, Playing God, which I imagine is about being a GM, and Chapter 7, computer games. There's a whole chapter on computer games. It's not very long, I don't think, and it is... That's what the computer looks like in 19... And it talks about... Oh. Hey, people who know tech. I'm not reading it, but I'm going to just read you a little bit right here in case you're interested. In general, well, first off, I don't know if you know what a computer is. I don't know if you know what it is, but it says here, a computer is a machine which processes ones and zeros, binary code, amazingly fast. It is limited in part by the speed and variety of its parts, but also by the skill and experience of the designers, especially those who design the routines and languages which convert those ones and zeros into usable text and pictures, where the pictures are called graphics. A microcomputer consists at a minimum of a central processing unit, CPU, through which all activity occurs, units, chips, containing memory, where series of ones and zeros are stored, a keyboard for putting information into the system, and a video display, often a television set or a specially designed video monitor, which looks like a television screen but gives more detailed results. Other items, such as a device to print output on paper, they don't call it a printer, but there you go, and some sort of external medium for storing programs and other data can be added. Now I'm going to give you some stuff about computers you probably don't know. In general, the larger a computer's memory, the more it can do. Memory is expressed in K, or kilobytes. Kilobyte is about 1,000 bytes, strings of 8 ones and zeros. In effect, each byte is a code for an individual number, letter, or other character. 1K is about 1,000 characters. So a page of this book contains about 2K of information. Can you imagine? So then, like, here's some mention of high-level languages such as BASIC and Pascal. Floppy disks are mentioned here. And so they're, talking about the fact that you can play some computer games. Here's a TRS-80. The rock bottom price for a computer with a black and white display and the bare minimum of user facilities is probably about $100. This goes up to $300 for even primitive color display, partly because the special chip has to be designed to handle the signal which forms the TV picture, and partly because more memory is required to hold the more complex color picture. If the user is to be able to build up such displays and have enough memory left to run a useful program, the price goes up to about $800. To include a fairly sophisticated programming language built into the machine, as a set of read-only memory chips containing not only the language, usually BASIC, but also a special extension of it, which allows the user to build up displays fairly easily. This is essential, as there is a great deal of information packed into a single static color display, and unless the user is given programming aids of this kind, it will take him hours of labor to create each picture. You can get a computer, it looks like programs which feature complex screen displays to be very long and take a long time to load from the cassette. But if the user wants a disk-based system, the cost jumps up to somewhere in the region of $1,500. So you might want to just go with a cassette drive. And it is difficult to see it coming down substantially. So look, it says here that it is very, very unlikely that the price of a disk-based computer will come down from the outrageous $1,500. So what is needed is an alternative to disk technology, allowing massive amounts of data to be stored cheaply and recalled rapidly. Possible further developments will be studied at the end of this chapter. So maybe we will sometime get beyond the disk and have something better. And they're mentioning like the Commodore, Radio Shack computers, Apples and IBMs, all right there in the computer games. And they're mentioning a couple of computer games. Galactic Trilogy they're talking about play-by-mail RPGs that you could do if you're interested in them. White Dwarf Magazine, right? My friends, watch out. Maybe we will find something less expensive than a disk drive. Yep. Yes. Yep. Let's see. At least it's not dicing. At least it's dicing and not making deals with dragons. Indeed. Dr. Livingston, I presume. Yes. I love examples of plays. I want more. I do too. I want examples of plays everywhere and solo adventures. We have more now. They're called actual plays. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Krellin. That's true. But I'd like it in the book, you know? NetHack Zork. What year did this? It's 1981. Yep, says Krellin. What's a mouse? They didn't mention it. Burger Games give roleplay examples. They made Stalker and Praetor. Oh, nice. It's a shame these days examples are not a thing anymore. I think it's a great way to give players ideas what to do in example situations, and also how you imagine the game to work. I think they're really good. Hawkeye looks those old 3.5-inch floppies. I still have some. KB, actually book K is Kelvin. 2K, unfathomable. 640K ought to be enough for everyone. It's true. That is like 1,000 now, right? Atari 400 came out in 79. They mentioned the Atari in there. Well, 2K does make computer games. When did the C64 come out? 82. Right, so it's, yep. My monitor is still black and green. I love a good old black and green. This chapter is funny in hindsight, isn't it? Yes. The TI-99 4A was 79 also. Edge of that. I was just cleaning up the office as Termination Shock last weekend, and now I need to find 5.25 inch and 3.5 floppy drives to work with a modern system just to see if I can read any of these discs. Yes. Hold on. Let's do it. Let's pull it up. $100 in 1981 is worth what today? So $100 in 1981 is worth $338 today. So you could get a basic computer. You could get a basic computer for $338 back in 1981. And that really big top of the line, like super expensive computer that is so expensive that we hope that we can get something other than a disk drive. Because basically what we're saying here is that you should be using a cassette drive. But that would be, what is that? That's $5,091. And I'm just saying that really expensive computers are way more than $5,000 nowadays. So just noting that one. Yeah. Let's see. You can get a 3.5 USB external drives. Oh, that's good. But 5.25 not so much? Because I have some good 5.25. You can get a basic laptop for about the same price now. Not bad. Oh, yeah, that's true. And I'm going to just say that I feel like that basic laptop does a bit more. You can actually. I saw Micro Center advertising some basic gaming laptops for something like that, and for about $300. And here's the thing: I was thinking that if I really needed to, I could get a basic PC laptop if I really needed to play certain things for all of us, right? For like just a couple, like wouldn't be too much. Let's see. That's like the baseline price for the current MacBook line. Yeah, yeah. I got my basic college laptop for $300 last year. Sounds about right. Yeah. I also believe that while digital tools for game systems have exploded, we shouldn't have digital replace the book. There's more longevity in case anything was to happen. Well, Josh. So I do this thing, and I know that people think it's silly, but who's laughing now? I will only buy something on, like when I buy music, I will only buy it on MP3 digital if I cannot buy it any other way. And if I need it for class the next morning. Otherwise, I'll buy the CD and then rip it, because I'll have all this stuff digital, which is fine. But if there's an EMP grenade, like in The Long Dark, or something weird happens, I will have a hard copy. And let me tell you why this is really useful right now, in this moment. So I'm teaching this class on ludomusicology, so like music, sound, and video games. Oh, and games, not just video games. And I wanted them to play, like I want them to, each week we're going to do like different games. And I really wanted them to play Silent Hill 2. Not just because I'm designing something that's about that, but also because the sound design, the sound and the music for Silent Hill 2 is excellent. But here's the problem. You kind of can't get it anymore. It's not really available. Apparently they're going to do a re-release, but at this moment you can't get it. But I still have Silent Hill 2 on disc for my Xbox. And so I brought my Xbox down to class. It's in the seminar room right now. Well, I have the Guitar Hero. I have Guitar Hero, and I brought the Guitar Hero 2. I brought the controller down there in the Xbox. We plugged it in. We played, like, for about 45 minutes. We played Guitar Hero, and then we talked about what it was all about. Anyhow, because I have a hard copy, and it's not just hanging out digitally, I can now play that whenever I want to, as long as my 360 still works. So, and I don't think that Silent Hill 2... So you know how the Xbox, the new Xbox, the Series XS, it has backwards compatibility, but not for everything. And I do not think they have backwards compatibility for Silent Hill 2. So I just have to keep my 360. Yeah. That's when you start getting into actually having internal storage. You were talking to, oh my gosh, if you had internal storage, tons of money. Hrothgar says, I picked up a $350 laptop just to throw non-standard operating system on just to play with them. Yeah, absolutely. People still buy music? I thought the digital future, we all just subscribe to things and have the rights to things we wanted. Yeah, until they decide to take it away from you. It bothers me that, yeah. And you have something to put in your shelf. That's, oh, Lone Coup? Good news, I built 3 new bookshelves, and so I'll be able to unpack things. I don't know if you noticed, but I've unpacked more things. I have more things to unpack. I've got books, but I've got shelves now, so that's good. I still have some music on CD. I have a lot of music on CD. They're vorsted. And Artevay says, I prefer physical books, but I have tons of games digitally because it's cheaper than paying toll. I like both. If I can get both, I like the books for reading and then the PDFs for searching in the middle of game. My car still has a cassette player and a CD changer. I just got a Victrola. I don't know if you know this, but Victrola has started making new new machines or new faux vintage machines, and I got a Victrola which plays LPs, CDs, cassettes, has a radio, and the best part about it is that you can then digitize. So my plan is to use my Victrola to digitize all my cassette tapes that I have hanging out and my LPs. Volpa says, I still have very vivid memories of playing the first Silent Hill only during the day because the children creeped us out so bad. Colonel says, it's an hour stream and we barely had show and tell. We've got a lot to unpack this week, but we're going to play. Josh says, I still have the SSX Tricky and a bunch of Xbox games. Yeah, my Xbox sadly stopped working. Backwards compatibility. Yeah, I have so many thoughts. Re-releases don't always keep the original experience as the top priority either. Yes. So here is the other thing that I got as part of my Get Old Books About RPGs. It's Fantasy Hero, and this is a role-playing. So this is a role-playing game. It's by Steve Peterson from Hero Games. It is from 1984, and it is a really early one of these really early role-playing games that I think it's like an important one to know and get and think about. And it's one of the, I believe it's Canadian, actually. Well, anyway, and look, it's got some old school character sheets. It's very Hero, so it's got OCV and DCV. Man, that Hero system, you know, a lot of, yes. But check out this artwork. Who's this by? I recognize the artist. Who is this? You'll recognize the style at least. If you don't recognize you'll recognize the style. Here, check it out. Right? This is a very 80s style. I feel like, who is this? Who's the artist? Okay, the interior art was by Dennis Lubay, who I know did art for Killer from Steve Jackson Games. Patrice Moriarty, Scott Ruggles, Carolyn Schultz, I might recognize, and Pat Zurcher. And the maps are by Carolyn Schultz, which is probably why I recognize that. So anyway, I really enjoy looking at artwork and how you can look at it and think, oh yeah, that was the 80s, right? Because art also has fashion. Like there's fashion in art style, and the art styles that are currently in fashion are just not the same as, this is not a judgment, this is not good or bad, it's just a note. I'm just noting that they're different. I'm neither condemning or praising, I'm just noting I find it really fascinating. Oh, sorry, I did want to show you one other thing, but it's over there, I've got to get it. Give me a second, I'll bring it to you, because I thought you will, because we talked about art and fashion and art, so now I actually have to show you this. I wasn't going to, but now I have to. Let me get it, it'll take me 2 seconds, hold on, and then I'll catch up on chat. Wait. I'm back to show you something. Yes, it was Champion's version of D&D. Yes, it was. That was Volpez. Absolutely. Let's see. I won't be around Saturday. Your job is to keep me distracted. No, I'm totally gonna be here. We're gonna play. Trooper has so much to say is what we're gonna play. It's been 2 weeks. It has been, but I'm gonna play, I swear. You have such memories of that game? Oh, nice. Josh says, I bought Over the Garden Wall DVD just in case HBO Max pulled it. Yes. When they released Max, they pulled off streaming platform and discounted the DVD. Right. I want things on DVD too, because I also look, here's the other thing. I teach media and music, and if I rely on streaming, they often will block you from playing things, even if you're doing it in class. Like the technology just automatically blocks stuff, and like I need to be able to show my students things, and I cannot rely on streaming services to keep those things up. So I'm just gonna buy them so that I have them no matter what. So if they decide to edit or change things, I can show them the original before they do whatever they're gonna do, because this is art and I need to be able to get access to it. I first heard Billie Holiday on a Victrola a friend owned, a 78 copy of Gloomy Sunday. Ooh, nice. I think my Dreamcast, this is Termination Shock, still works. It turns out it was a really durable console. So much false scarcity going on. Yeah. Josh, isn't that style amazing? I love that style. Oh, Josh, you're here, so I'm so glad, because you can see this. I love that SSX Tricky so much. The later games never quite caught the same magic. False scarcity and copyright bullshit. Yep. Yeah. And proprietary systems. So, and I'm totally going to stream because I'm feeling really jazzed. So, let's see. There are some pieces in the book from Mike Serbrook, who ran the game for us. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool. And Artemis says, I prefer art from older games. I find them more interesting. Modern RPG art is very sterile. Hey, how we roll, Owen? Owen. Some of the stuff is really good. Like, you know, there's some bad art back then, too. It kind of just depends. I would think with race and queer studies, having originals is especially important. Yes. So you showed something. Didn't you want to tell something? What? No, I wanted to share more things. So I got this. So I was like checking things out. I was checking out Fantagraphics. And Fantagraphics had a bunch of some new collections of like historical stuff. So I got this. This is very exciting. This is called The Flapper Queens. And it is Trina Robbins, who's a famous cartoonist, put it together. And this is a collection of women cartoonists of the Jazz Age. So this is a bunch of art by these women cartoonists from the 20s and 30s. And I mean, the art in this book is, I mean, it's gorgeous, right? Like, it is absolutely phenomenal. Even like the little line art stuff is just so awesome. So I'm just very, very the Campus Capers, right? I'm very excited by this sort of like, because a lot of these things you wouldn't be able to get again, right? Like, these things are just not reproduced. And so here is We Moderns. Whoop. Right? Look, tell me that's not amazing and gorgeous and awesome. I am so excited for that. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta pick that up. Let's see. I would prefer DVD Blu-ray, but sadly these days I have a hard time finding a lot of TV shows, even for digital purchase. Yeah. That's true. So you should have, let's see. I would think, if there's a movie that I like, I'll buy it on either DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, whichever is available, so that I could basically watch it when I want. Not all movies are available to stream. Absolutely. Same thing. Not everything was put on CD. Yeah. Oh, if you're talking cool game-based art, I nearly always love Magic the Gathering stuff. Yeah, and you know, Sour Fruit Junkie, who I married, I did not actually marry, so I was the officiant, is one of the art directors for Magic the Gathering, and she is amazing and has done, like, really cool stuff. Let's see, what else I have here? Josh, isn't that phenomenal? Isn't it amazing? It's amazing. It's very cool. I'll have to see if I can get more bits of art that I can show you, because it is this piece of history that, like, I kind of, some of it reminds me a little bit of Prince Valiant, which is also pretty amazing art. Let's see. I think my favorite RPG artwork has to be the Final Fantasy Tactics. The same artist did work for Tactics Ogre as well. Oh, nice. Welpa says, okay, now I want to make a road trip up to read some of Trooper's books. Hey, I've got some good books to read. And Arctovy says, like, I really do not like D&D 5th edition's art. Ah, interesting. You know, I wasn't even thinking about D&D 5e. Like, it isn't bad. It's very high quality, but I feel like it lacks spice. I totally get that. When I think about really gorgeous art, I wasn't thinking about D&D 5e. I was thinking about Bluebeard's Bride or Blue Rose. Like, I think about different things, right? My roommate, says Rissa, would like a DVD copy of a specific REM concert video, but it was never released on DVD for U.S. audiences. Oh! Yeah, I'm very except for Lauren. It was, needs a butch-haired Amazonian warrior pinning down an ogre by his nose ring with one hand while menacing with a sword in the other. Yes, it does. So, I also got this. So this was like a really cool thing. This guy named Ed Piskor created a comic book which was a history of hip-hop. So this is the omnibus version of it, which is Hip Hop Family Tree, the omnibus. And so this here is a graphic novel that... Oh, hey, nice. autograph, that tells you the history of hip hop from, you know, it's and it's got like all the covers. Whoop. And it goes back to like the 70s, right? So you're starting back way back in the 70s, and it gives you the whole history of hip hop. And I was like, oh, I should totally get this because after all, this is what I teach. But I don't think it goes, I don't know how far, I don't think it goes to, it certainly doesn't go to the present day because it's not that fresh, right? Oh, look, there's a Run DMC. Whoop. When does it end? Yeah, there are a lot of really cool. All right, so there's a, it looks like maybe we get the 90s. We must get the 90s, right? This looks like LL Cool J, maybe? What year do we end? What year? I think we probably end in the late 80s, early 90s for this one. Probably. Maybe. Or not. We might still, I bet we I don't know if we hit the 90s. It's hard to say. Anyhow. Graphic novel, History of Hip Hop. Another thing that is right up my alley. Yes. So, that's on my show and tell. And I think you know what that means. That we're going to at least put the game up to pretend like we're playing while I catch up with chat. And I'm so excited. Anyway, how cool is that, everybody? I do need to share with you all things later. Lemonade, everybody. Let's see. By the way, Krellin could totally be Red Sonja, is all I'm saying. Could be Red Sonja. Let's see. I seem to like the art from the older original sets of Magic the Gathering, Antiquities, Legends the Dark. Oh. There's a new history of Black comics out I read. I have gotten I kickstarted a collection of like 1940s or 50s Black comics called All Negro Comics. It was like, it's a compilation. It's not very big.
The money.
So, there's some bits that just came in from Atomica. And when I get bits, I sing We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers from the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which means I sing it in Pig Latin. But I'm going to try to sing it in German instead, which I don't know if I can do, but I'm going to try because I was speaking German earlier and I want to see what's going to happen. Thank you. And in German, we're in the... I'm going to sing it in English first. We're in the money. Because I'm not singing it Pig Latin, so the rhythm is different. So I've got to get it in my mind. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in... It's going to have to be really slangy. We're in the money. The skies are sunny. Old man depression, you're through. You've done us wrong. Oh, we never read headlines about bread lines. Today, this can be hard in German. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Okay, so let me see. Y'all, I may fail at this one. Wir haben Kohle. Wir haben Kohle. Wir haben... Oh, we've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Ooh, Wir haben eine Menge von was wir brauchen zum... I need some real slang here. Wir haben eine Menge von was wir brauchen zum Leben. Wir haben Kohle. Der Himmelsblaue. Old Man Depression, let's say, du alter Pleite, du bist du bist durch, du tun uns, uh, uh, you've done us wrong. Du hast mich, beleidigt, perhaps? It's not exactly right, but, du alte Pleite, du hast uns, übers Ohr gehauen. That's very good, Lone Koo. That's very good. We never read headlines. You're just wrong, no. Wir, niemals reden wir, Zeitungen von, breadlines. Oh, I don't even know what you would say that in German. Oh, how, Lone Koo, how would you say breadlines in German? Breadlines. I need a diary variation of this. Why are you in such a German mood today? Did your guests make my guess? They did. They made me speak German. Breadlines. So like back in the, so you know back in I know there's a word for this, right? So back in the during the Depression, you'd get in line to get bread because there'd be these huge long lines in order to just get basic bread, at a store because nobody has money, everything's out. So a bread line, right, is to go and get your bread, food. Hey, Prax. Warteschlangen? Yeah, but a Warteschlange is just a general line, but this is a bread line lets you know that, like, it's a bad thing, because we don't have bread lines anymore, because we're not in the middle of a depression. Like, and I know I'm thinking about this in Germany once the Goldene Zwanzig ended and the depression hit, you'd have to, like, stand in line for a long time, and by the time you got to the store, the inflation was so bad that your marks were no longer worth what they were when you started the line. The place you would go for that is the Tafel. Yeah, so I guess we could say Warteschlangen, but it's not the best. Du alte Pleite, du hast uns übers Ohren gehauen. Oh, niemals legen wir Zeitungen von Warteschlangen heute. Und wann wir sehen what do you call the landlady? Wait, ich bin der Hausherr. Ja, Hausherr? Und wann wir der Hausherr sehen, wir können diesen Kerl in die Augen sehen. Wir haben Kohle. Wir haben Kohle. Wir haben genug durch die Tage zu leben. It's just a very rough, in the moment translation. I'd have to sit there and think about it. And really, what I'd really need is to talk to somebody who knows 1920s German slang, or watch a lot of that one TV show, Babylon Berlin. I might be able to pick up some good slang there. Home buddy, Hausherr. So thank you. I don't know whether there is an equal Vermieterin. Oh, Vermieterin. Yes. Yeah. So, are you going to sing for subs? Did we get some subs? Did we get subs? Let me see. Where's our subs? Did we what? Twitch. I got some bits. Got to follow. Atomica resubbed. Rissa, you resubbed. I got 2 resubs. You know what that means. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F, or an M will appear. And then I say, bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Atomica, Atomica, banana fana, fo, Atomica, fee, fi, mo, Atomica. Atomica, Rissa, Bobissa, banana fana, fo, fissa, fee, fi, mo, missa. Rissa, the name game. Hey, thank you for those resubs, everybody. That's really nice. I appreciate it very much. Every single sub is so appreciated. You don't even know. And I wanted to give you love for all of that. What do we have here? I can only help you with Babylon 5, sorry. Babylon Berlin, which I didn't get to see. I know, I love these emotes. We get to have more emotes, y'all. We're going to have some soon. But right now, we're playing Disco Elysium. And I'm just using this as an excuse to talk about more things because it's been like 2 weeks since I could talk to you. And a bunch has happened. And, you know, I just want to share with you all the... Oh, hey, I think the last time we played, we leveled up. So we did level up. That is a true statement, right? I believe that we have a level up that we can do, and we wanted, I think, to get perception. My authority is not doing well. Nobody respects my authority. That's fine. 9 p.m. or 9:30? 9:30. 9:30. Yeah. Yeah. So we have, I believe we really needed perception. That's like a thing that we really... I said we needed it, even though looking at this, it does not look like perception is a thing we really need. Two physique. Trooper skipped leg day. So, y'all, here's our situation. Ooh, Volpez. So here's where we're at, right? For some reason, I feel like we need the perception so we can check out the Hanged Man, right? But when I look at our tests, we've got savoir-faire, reaction speed, perception, conceptualization, encyclopedia, suggestion, visual calculus, conceptualization. Like, a lot of conceptualization. Half-light, electrochemistry, physical instrument, logic, interfacing, physical instrument. Look, I think we need conceptualization. I really want perception, but although a lot of these conceptualizations are okay, so Atomica's calling me out right now. Atomica says, we're playing Disco Elysium. Trooper puts three things in his inventory, gets over encumbered, walks half a screen, returns to conversation. That does sometimes happen. That is true. So look, what do we do about this, everybody? We have like 3 conceptualizations, all of which are really high difficult. And we have 2, Fine. We're gonna do conceptualization. Even if I would rather open up a new one of these. Look, if I open up a new one of these, right? If I unlock a new one of these, I can get some apricot chewing gum, or I could get I could find out the suicide of Krasmazov, which seems really exciting. And that helps me be my big old communist self that like character is. What do you think? Do we open up another memory slot to let that go off while it's happening? Because after all, then we've got something working on in the background, and that doesn't seem bad. You know. So, bonuses, left-wing dialogue options give 4 XP, visual calculus -1, authority -1. Well, it's fine. -1 encyclopedia, +2 physical instrument. if my shirt slot is empty. Ooh. So I feel like, look, I know we shouldn't do it, but we're going to just go... We're going to just open up another one of these, and we're going to find about the suicide of Krasmazov. Because we're going for a big ol' communist playthrough right now. And that's just what we're doing. That's it. We only have... I don't think we get to have that many of these, so... Oh well. That's it. We just did it.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
So I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker?
Yes.
Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery?
Nope.
Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, yeah, she's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Okay.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
Oof.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
Okay.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
All of the little pieces of my mind have a lot to say. She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Lie. The source is in the taxidermist shop. You became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. No. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. No. There still leads to be followed, like the strange radio computer thing. No. There's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. No. No. We're going to just go with, she says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. We're going to go with that one.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
I'm going to go with, first, you're one of those inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am.
Name game.
I have my Simone's wards to thank for the protection they provide.
The name game. Come on, everybody. I say, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F, on M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both, then say the name. I like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, or Fred. Fred drop the F's for red. Oh, Mary, Mary drop the M's, Mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Be right, be right, be right, Bo, E right, banana, fanna, fo, fee right, fee, fi, mo, me right. Be right, the name game. Woo! Hey, everybody. Thank you for that resub, Be Right. 54 months. Now what's special about that? Other than spending quality time with Trooper and chat? Nothing, I guess. To check. Be right back. Oh! Be right. It's good. It's good. Hey, I've been thinking about you all. As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
That you've fallen for her manipulation.
No. No.
The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
She concludes, tucking the pendant away in her blouse.
Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
Well, I mean, I don't think we were really all that connected in the first place.
Sorry, we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Farewell now, for now, book peddler. Well, I suppose we're just gonna go. I did feel like there were other things, but I did not want to feed her situation. Do you know what I mean? Like her paranoia. Also, I clearly need more things, but it's fine. What do we have new? We did finish something, so that's great. Policeman cloak. Oh, that policeman cloak is a thing, isn't it? That's savoir-faire? Really? Maybe I can change up my clothing and get that savoir-faire going. I don't know. But let's see what we can find. We have got a couple of things we can do. Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband
Yes,
is.
but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Well, wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Okay.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's all right to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame?
Mm.
Stop talking down to me.
Okay.
My husband is not missing.
Sure.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
I feel like Kim is like, what are you doing? This is what's happening. Kim is like, I don't know what's happening here. Why is this happening? But I feel like we have some opportunities here.
Dented yellow mailbox greets.
I also feel like, here's what I'm thinking. I think we can talk to these folks here. I think we've got like a thing we can talk to them about.
Officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Oh yeah. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? I got an antique rifle.
It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable.
So the question is, are we supposed to be hearing voice narration? And you should be, but you say that you are not. It's just a little low? Well, then let me turn it up. Whoop. Easily done. Mwah. Thank you. You know you gotta, like, swap these things around. Swap them around. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Okay.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away.
I assume that's better
As
volume-wise?
for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
So I would love to ask about the drama, but I don't have a good chance on that one, so I'm gonna wait. Sam probably thinks it's quiet. Let me talk to this guy.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
You two.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Silent Sam will never
Hello,
admit.
officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Yeah, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? You know absolutely nothing?
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I
His cheeks
always
was red.
keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
The old carabiner, can't believe what he's hearing. Sounds like a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Hey, if that's what makes him happy.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers.
Yeah, they're
I
sketch.
taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Oh, really?
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when
Okay.
it had already moved on. You don't know history.
Hey, just like relax.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
My goodness.
There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Yes.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Okay, can I just ask, are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Oh, interesting.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important.
Can we
I
relax?
hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Okay, can I have a conversation? Fella, so what are the little things you do for Everard? I'm just asking. Just like chill. Like it's not a big deal. I'm just asking. Just asking.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
Interesting. That's cool. I'm just, like what? What kind of things do you write for him? Chill.
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am trying to have a conversation. Could you please stop interrupting me? I was getting somewhere. I'm trying to do like a repartee. All right. Well, thanks. That's all for now.
no, thank you.
Oh.
For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Okay, well, bye for now. Also, I just wanted to point out that, you kind of ruined my thing, guy. I even found can I actually show them the bocce ball? Because I have one. Like, I know that there's a way to do that sort of thing. Like, I have clothes items. Like, so here's this item, right? This shot put ball. If you should hold on to this and make good use of it. So if I hold on to it, so if I wear it, hold it, equip it, shot put ball, equip it. I don't think I can equip it. I would like to equip it. Equip. I don't think they're gonna let me. But it says, a ball used for playing shot put. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old sports equipment would be a sin. Right, so I just would like to. Doesn't let me do anything. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Wait. I saw a thing. Hold on. Here we go. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Well, that was nice and all. I feel like this guy's talking a lot, and I feel like I talked to him before, but might as well just talk to him again. All I've got I built with my bare hands. Can I interact you with some stuff? You know, like, can I, show you things? Because maybe we'll learn something. Let's see, interact. Yellow mug, map. Handwritten note from the fridge.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Oh, good night, Lonku. Gute Nacht. I'll read
Someone
the note.
has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
I wonder who wrote
Looks
that
like
note.
someone from that radio game company upstairs.
Yeah,
I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Yeah, we'll have to go
Didn't
look.
you see one right next to the breaker box?
Yeah, I know who the illiterate ginger kid is. We're gonna put this note away. I feel I want to talk to our friend, but look, this is what we're gonna do. We've got a lot of things up there. We've got like a bunch of union members we could probably talk to, but I think we can make a phone
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the
call. Radio.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can I be to the 41st?
Just a moment, officer.
Thank you.
10-4, come in,
Oh, good night,
officer.
Atomica.
Over.
How are you? I don't know if I really want to talk to them. Yeah, let's just not talk to them because. No, okay. Personal details?
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you.
Give me
Relay your
Atomica.
question. Over.
Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I want information, not
Be
fear.
smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Okay.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Yeah, let's ask. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
I see. Okay, well. I got some gaming. I'm getting some gaming in. I'm trying to. Ooh. You know what? There's somebody there, so I'm not gonna talk right now. I have questions I'd like to ask, like, I can say any news about my family. That seems.
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Nothing, never mind.
Again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over.
It's fine. You know what? I'm gonna go.
Understood, sir. Over.
I feel like I can get information from this person, but that's fine. We're gonna go.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
I want to talk to that,
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out about the owner of those boots?
Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
Maybe connect me to Sylvie again?
Just a second, officer.
Thank you.
Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer.
Thank you.
Yes. Hello?
Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
There was that woman, right? There was a woman who got the bag. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
Yeah, have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
No.
The law.
No, my badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Relax. You know, Kim doesn't have a uniform. He seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask, you know, have you, let's not go for the gun yet. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on.
Right.
The disco things.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Side note, just a hypothetical question. Hypothetically. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
Wait. She sounds beyond exasperated. No, I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and
what did I do?
you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Well, okay.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Well, seems like that was not a good night. You're cool good. I hope it's not a euphemism. I hope not either. Okay. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. We're gonna say that. Good thoughts.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Okay. Yes, but okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Well, what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Okay. I think I've got everything I need, thanks.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Crone's like, what kind of effort person would look at that world and say, wow, I'd love to stay here? Somebody who's having a bit of a mental break. You know what I mean? Who's like, I don't think our detective, whatever their name is in the best
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
space. I'm done with the radio for now, thank you.
57, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the
In the
void.
cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a...
We're going. So here's what I'm thinking, everybody. Hey, we can level up. Yeah, our detective is not in a good headspace, so we can level up, and there were things that we really needed to work on. Right? Don't we have a... We have a level up. The question is, what do we level up in? We could do perception. I know that we said we need to do physical instrument, right? Oh, wait, we can't do any more physical instrument. So that's fine, because we are maxed out on physical instrument at the moment. So I don't have to feel guilty. We could do savoir-faire, although we only have one. We can do conceptualization. Yeah, let's do conceptualization since there are 3 of those that we need to work on. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do conceptualization, which is up here. I mean, really, honestly, we should do more psychic stuff, because how exciting is that? We should do, like, we have 0 authority. Volition is morale. Empathy is good. Suggestion is not bad. But we're going to do conceptualization. I respect your... Thanks, Krellin. But I think that maybe authority also kind of makes you a little bit of a... We're going to go some conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. And maybe we can learn some things that we did not learn before. And I'm feeling like that's probably a good thing. Let's see. Okay, what is this? We can go back to the backyard wall. Once it gets dark enough. At least we've got some things we've opened back up again, right? The box of sunglasses. I mean, some of these things are going to be kind of hard, but we're learning to see things in a different light. I don't think it's... Look, I know this is a bit of a thing. Let's save. We're going to just save right now because I think what we need to do is go talk to those union guys. We can try to deal with that savoir-faire cloak, but let's talk to them. We haven't spoke to them yet, and here we go. Ooh, what's this? It's a bowl. They're spit in it, reeking of tobacco. You know, I was in the army this one time, right? And when I was in the army, I was around a lot of people who chewed and dipped tobacco. And this is... You see hawthorn bushes outside. What does that mean? Why is that particularly interesting?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Can I get some perception going on? Is that a thing I can do? I mean, my perception is a 3. I don't know if I can change my clothes in the middle of a conversation, but I cannot. It turns out that I cannot. So, well, let's look. I need to max out, right? Like that's
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Oh, it's not time yet. So we won't look out yet. Yeah, I need a phone booth. Whew. Okay, so we are going to talk to this guy.
This is where you say your bid.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. I'm not going to say anything just yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
I cross my arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. We need to talk about the hanged man out back. We're going to go with that. We're not going to, like...
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
Hello, Titus Hardy.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
He looks to Titus for approval.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
Wow, you do not at all seem suspicious.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
This seems to be going
You
well.
might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Thank you.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I'll scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s.
I would like an RPG supplement for this world. Just side note.
And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40.
I can't remember what my shoe size is in European. I think I'm a 42, maybe? Maybe?
The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
No, it is important.
Let's call this one the musician.
Okay, and the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all.
Interesting.
An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Feel like they might have, you know.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over.
Yeah.
He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Yeah.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene.
Yeah.
The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. The odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
Yes.
The fuck is with you, fella?
I found 8 sets of footprints. Oh, wait, sorry. Hold on. I've got to do this right. Hold on. Because we're, you know how it is. All right. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes me up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Or that scary person.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points to the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Sounds like a threat.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Lieutenant adjusts his spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
I'm gonna take off for now. See, just like move in, be mysterious, that's mysterious, right? Mysterious? Feel pretty good about mysteriosity. Let's talk to Elizabeth, though. We're not gonna talk about Judy. In fact, we're gonna leave her out of this. Philip Jeffries, Twin Peaks. Now I'm thinking about... But you know, the thing is, Roller...
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
I feel like it's Judy's turn to cry. She crosses her arms. I don't think she is, but let's just ask. Gotta ask. Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
She says dryly.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Interesting.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
Yeah. Glenn. Maybe we'll talk later. So I feel like we got some good information there. You know what I mean? I feel like we got a little bit of I don't feel bad about that, actually. Feel not bad about this. So, looking at our tasks, thinking about what we got going on, we interrogated them, but we'll have to come back to this, I think. Right? But we should come back. We have to close the water lock on Wednesday, which is the next day. We have to find out what anodic music is. We have to find the cryptologist, but I don't think we can do that until we get across things. We've got to still talk to this union boss, which I think is going to be really hard. We've got to talk back to Alice in a day. There's this girl down the road. There's... Kuno has the boots. Find out who's a lady driver. We need to figure that out. We do have money. As long as you don't have a free place to stay. I'd like to stay someplace. Track down my badge. Find out who's authorized to access the whirling trash. Joyce wants to tell me something, but we have to do a favor for her. We do have to ask her what the tattoo's meanings. Maybe I should ask them, right? I don't want to send the body to processing. Keep searching for the collar. That might take time. Find a secret passage. Get a hold of a sad song or tape. We could talk to Joyce about... Okay, that's fine. Long armor pieces. Hangman's boots. I want the boots. Let's see. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 9 o'clock, which I don't think we're at there yet. Track down our gun. You know what? While we're here, why don't we show this woman the tattoos?
An intricate web of blue lines.
No, can I don't want to... Looks like no, I don't want to do that. I want to show it to... Can I just, can I equip it? No, I cannot. It doesn't look like. I just want to show it to people. I do not... Okay, well, what if I... Can I... No? No? A bunch of items. I just want to, like, show it to people. That's all. Because that seems very exciting to me. It's fine. It's fine. Why don't we say hi to our friend? She's very nice. She's nice to us. But we do have a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, just a little bit more.
Oh, hello, dear. I
Hello.
didn't notice you at first.
Yes. So, the water lock on the canal is broken, so your husband is probably just stuck on the other side of the coast.
Oh, my. What happened to the water lock?
Well, wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Absolutely.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So, there's a suggestion. Why don't we just ask? So maybe we can convince her to tell us about some cool cryptids?
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
I will. Hey, wait. Hey, Lena. I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Please, I am playing a video game.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Kim. Just one little cryptid. Promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
Oh, no. What's the biggest cryptid? The tiniest cryptid? The most dangerous? Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? Are there any invisible cryptids? Tiniest cryptid. Most dangerous cryptid. Tiniest, most dangerous. I want a cryptid extravaganza. Can I come back later? Okay. Tiniest, most dangerous. Is that a cryptid? Is that... Oh, that'll be my Mae West. Is that a cryptid in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Mae West is amazing. Give her all the love. Okay. I feel like I should ask about the most dangerous because we're going to go over there. It might be... No, but we're going to go with the tiniest.
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis? Does this have anything to do with Katniss Everdeen?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
Oh, what's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history.
Got something to tell you.
Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait. She injected it? Herself with it?
Yes. The bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
Now she's a zombie eating brains.
It's actually a little hard to see.
Yeah.
But do go on.
Okay, you mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away.
Wow.
We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
So I'm only allowed to do one, that's what Kim said, but I feel like I could just ask the one question about the pen, right? It's not even really a cryptid question, it's just like a follow-up question. I think I can do that one.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Okay, we can move on for now.
He nods approvingly.
That's all for now. It wasn't even really about a cryptid, it was just about the pen. So, there are things happening, but I feel like it's not the time. Not the time. We'll talk to this guy for a second. It's like not even 5 in the... It's not 5 yet. So I think that we have some things we can do. I don't think going upstairs is useful at the moment. Y'all, we upped our something or other, right? We did get ourselves better at conceptualization, which means maybe... What do we have? Shelf of crime novels. The Hanged Man. Backyard wall. Not there yet. The mirror. Not there yet. The butter. Let's go there. Let's go to Samaran butter. Because it's not too far from the box of sunglasses. We can try those things. That lorry driver, I cannot handle this person right now. The trash container. I thought we'd already been there, though. Damaged ledger, logic medium. Oh, you know, that's not bad either. We should probably look at the damaged ledger. That's probably not a bad thing to look at. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? So let's go and... We're looking at the damaged ledger, which I think might be on our person. But wait, what was that? Was that logic that we need? I just want to make sure I can get the right clothing on. I want to look my best. That's logic, which is medium. And I think we just need to put on some logic clothes, or at least some, not some anti-logic clothes, right? So physical instrument, anything with logic. Doesn't look like it. Anything that's going to hurt us with logic. Nothing bad. So this is what I think what we need. Let's do it.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Can I read the case files now?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41.
I feel...
Date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
I feel like we're being very successful right now. You know, I was talking to Simon about video game RPGs, and anyway, so HDB 41, that's Precinct 41. Officer HBD, maybe. So 1201 1700. Okay, so weren't those Officer Precinct?
Why, yes. Your precinct number is 41.
And HDB...
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Okay. Okay. Ram Darjan bin Zakin?
Yeah, no.
Oh. I was just asking, how long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Okay. The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years.
Wow.
On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk.
Okay.
Burke will always trash everything.
Okay.
It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
All right.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Okay, proceed.
Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
I believe Leslie is rampaging. Is that not the correct case? No, Leslie has genitals. Leslie has genitals all over the place. Public indecency.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you.
Not drunk right now.
The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Go on.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be fair, you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
I see.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke.
I see.
He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
That's the good news?
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid.
Oh my
With
goodness.
Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Don't think that's a great solution.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
No, I'm gonna revisit this later. I feel like one case...
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A
Is
bunch of
enough?
sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Yeah, we're gonna put this away. But on the plus side, we have figured out how to do okay. Great. So my savoir-faire is currently at 2. I might be able to get it higher up depending. We're gonna go check out the Smar and Butter, right? Kuno's out there waiting. I just want you to know that I'm feeling bad about my drunken rampages that involve beating up people. Doesn't make me feel great. It's not good. It's actually bad. I'm gonna just, oh, what I got. Whatever it is, I'm gonna take it all. That was great. Yeah, oof. Y'all. Oh, the Smar and Butter. That's the thing we're looking for, isn't it? Yeah, that's the, This is our pawn shop, right? I think that's our pawn shop. I don't want to pawn anything just yet. but I believe we might have a...
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. 2 ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
I feel bad for my guy.
The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
So I need to put skill points into visual calculus until I can open this. So everyone, visual calculus is going to be one of our goals, if we can get there. Y'all. All right, let me see what we have here. I feel like we had what do we have? Why do they want us to tell us something? I feel like we've got things to learn. Okay, so we've got some time before the apartment. The gun is not going to happen for a while. The boots aren't going to... That is not happening for a while. I do need to ask her those tattoos, but I need to figure out the best way to do it. Clothes in the trash, figure that one out. Gotta do that. Tracked my badge. Lady lorry driver, I don't quite... That's gonna be tricky. Union boss. Again, that's gonna be tricky. We're looking for... Let's see. What can we do? I suppose they've got to be things that are open. The police cloak, maybe. The hanged man, that's gonna be hard. The backyard wall's not dark enough yet. Well, let's maybe check out our box of sunglasses, since we did, after all, you know, gotta tell you, I'm concerned. I'm also a -1 on my rhetoric, so let's see. We had a... We're gonna do the box of sunglasses, right? Did we have a bonus to conceptualization at all, or no? Do we? Because I feel like we need to be thoughtful about this. Conceptualization. Ooh, more drama. That's nice. Indirect modes of taxation of flint money. No. I think we don't have anything that's going to harm our conceptualization. We've got things that'll help us. So let's check out our sunglasses, shall we? Because maybe we will learn something.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Let me find something interesting. Even Stevens.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
No.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem.
Yeah.
Let's get you some real shades.
No, I'm gonna go for right now. I would talk to you more, but my rhetoric is not in a good space. I'm sort of in a bad rhetorical space at the moment. I mean, like a -1 for my... I wonder what I'll get. I wonder what happens if when this suicide of Krasmazov comes to fruition. No clue. So, I feel like we've got some things later in the evening to sort of deal with. We can try to get the uniform. To do that jump, there's that jump, do you remember? If we try that, we might be able to... There's a woman up there I would really like to talk to. Do you think we should try talking to Kuno, just see how Kuno's doing, just say hi? Just be like, hey, Kuno, how you doing? Also...
The trash container stands in the spring snow. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see solid cartons, dirty rags, and
I feel like
waste.
There was like a physical thing here that I think I could get really good at, but it doesn't look like it.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
But there's a thing about the trash can... It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's leave. Let's just say hi to Kuno, who's my bane, but I also want Kuno to be better. Like, to do okay in life.
Fuck the
Does Kuno care?
No, I'm gonna just go.
Kuno doesn't fucking care?
Yeah, Tuna doesn't want to talk to me right now. It's fine. If I have something, I'm going to come back to Kuno when I have something that I can tell Kuno. Then I will come back and say, "Hey, Kuno, let's talk." You know? Yeah. Also, Kuno, I just want Kuno's life to be better than it currently is, because Kuno's life is not good. You know what I mean? And I just don't want. But I could not give him drugs. That was not a good idea. It was like a bad idea. So I'm gonna have to. I just want you to know that I'm feeling some kind of a way about our good Kuno. And the kid just has like bad. Okay, I'm hearing weird sounds. Why? Why am I hearing weird sounds? The future belongs to Measurehead. Oh, that's disturbing. That's cool. So there's a bunch of interesting stuff here, and I'd like to get there. But, I can't get there right now unless I can grab that coat. So, if I remember correctly, what we need for this is savoir-faire. Which the policeman cloak is savoir-faire, and it's challenging. And I'm currently not in the best savoir-faire space, but I might have clothing that could help. So let's see. Shoes. These shoes do not help with savoir-faire, so we will take them off. These gloves, it's fine. Okay. I'm not wearing a lot of things that are ruining my savoir-faire. Do I have anything that will help? Not those pants. Okay. Well, everyone. Oh, hello.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk strips. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
No, I don't know why you're talking to me about this bourgeois thing, savoir-faire. Look at where Kuno lives. The only way to improve Kuno's life is to give him enough money to get out of there and somewhere that doesn't suck. Until then, making him cognizant of the shithole he lives in isn't helping. I know, I'm hoping I can find something that will actually help him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might take a couple of days, but I'm hoping that I can find something that will actually help him, but I don't know yet. Discard the thought and the shoes. I don't want to discard the shoes. You're right. Beautiful things do make happy people.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style. Draping your flesh in silken leather. Deciding how to present yourself to the world.
Maybe we can get Cryptid Lady to adopt him.
Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra-liberal.
Really? Oh. Huh. She seems like, Krellin says, she seems like the only halfway decent person here, and she believes in cryptids, which are awesome. So that's interesting.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
Okay.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, so why is my physique still 2? Yeah, I guess we'll just go for, like, braggadocio. I fucking ride till I die, bitch. I'm Brittany.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby.
Okay.
Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
Cool.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You
Okay.
didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Wow, okay. I mean, I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy?
No?
Have you not gone into cardiac arrest?
I have.
Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
I guess.
But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die.
Uh-huh.
Now, ask yourself.
Yeah?
Are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down.
Yeah?
That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
It's not GART. It's not the market crops. Not I don't know. Why? Okay, you tell me, savoir-faire. I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to...
Yeah, who is this guy? Who are you? Savoir-faire, who are you?
98% of all your money.
No. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. I'm gonna opt out of that.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street. This guy's appropriating the emerging boogie street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy.
Absolutely conceptualization. Yeah, no. You're trying to sound like a boogie street youth to peddle me this stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Ain't it cool, Ryder? Ain't it street?
It's not. It's not, by the way. It's bogus. I'm gonna try to get my uniform, though, because maybe I can get it. Because
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Okay, everybody. We're even. Backed by physical instrument. You know what, by the way? I have an idea. I can increase my physical instrument by taking off my shirt. If I take off my shirt, I'm even cooler. So I'm going to just take off my shirt because then I'm, you know, like super bonus shirtless. It's very tough. It's a very tough thing. It's like a
tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
You're right. You said I should save, and I will. I'm going to save right now. I'm going to quick save before... You know, Rissa, that was a very good thought that you had there.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
What happened? I didn't see. Nope. Nope. I committed to being a...
No. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Right. I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Just be careful, okay?
Yeah.
Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Thanks. Yeah, not right now. I'm gonna have to get more savoir-faire is really what it comes down to. I understand that. And also, I cannot reach any of these things until I can get some of that going on, because, let's see. This is as far as we can go, and I'm trying to see what kind of, what can we see? There's Measurehead and his creepy racistness. There's some things there. Like, these are some fascinating things I'd like to get my hands on. I just cannot get my hands on them right now. That's all. And I'm a little injured. It's fine, you know, it's fine. I'm not even... I'm only a little worried about it. I'm gonna just, hello, mysterious lady. Can I talk to you, mysterious lady? No? I would like to talk to the mysterious lady, but I am unable to. How do I hang out with her and find out what she's up to? This is really what I want to know. I also want to know what chat is saying, because I feel like chat has good and interesting things to say. No, Hey, everybody. Okay, we're gonna go back down into the shack. I'm gonna read chat. 9, thank you, 9. I committed to being a hustle grinder or writer at the first opportunity and consistently made Harry more of a disaster of a person than he started the game as. Ho ho! This is both an endorsement and a warning. I appreciate both of those things. I also really wish I could talk to this woman who is not talking to me. That is a thing that I wish. I also would like to... It's fine. I've got to do things at night.
What do you see?
Oh, I believe I actually did all of that already, so we have nothing there to speak on. But where we're at, what can we do? Let me talk to Kim. Hey, Kim. How you doing?
Yes?
Well, I don't want more of that. I just want enough to grab my thing so I can maybe jump over and get to a new area, but then I want to dump it. Speaking of which, am I wearing a shirt? Because I don't think I'm wearing a shirt. And I probably should be wearing... Yeah, I'm not currently wearing a shirt. I'm currently shirtless. And I feel like I should maybe wear a shirt. Let's wear a shirt, shall we? Shirt. Where's my... Here we go. Automod says, keep your comment leading to yourself, JK. And taking the shirt off did nothing. It made my physique better, but, you know, let's see. We can have this white tank top, or we can have this white satin shirt. Are we... What do we got? We got, the policeman... Okay, we've got the hangman, which we can't do right now. Or the backyard wall. Not at the moment, but later we probably can. We have got some... Yeah. How does a white tank top not boost your physical sprint? No, it totally does. It absolutely does. So we've got maybe rhetoric, but I'm kind of low on rhetoric at the moment. Physical instrument is also tricky. Trash container, but weren't we already at the trash container? I feel like we've already fixed that one. So Oop, sorry. I didn't put on a shirt. I'm sorry. I just did all that work to put on a shirt, and then I didn't actually put on a shirt. I can get +1 physical instrument, but let's just get some conceptualization and wear a shirt. Let's wear a shirt, shall we? Because I currently, here's the thing about me, because of my thoughts, if I'm not wearing a shirt, I get a +2 to my physical instrument. So I can get very, very beefy if I am not wearing a shirt. Also, let's just heal 1 health so we don't die in case something bad happens. I forgot to visit a bone with. I know. Also, you know, I feel like we can probably turn in some of these bottles that we found, and that racist lorry driver is just in my face, and I'm not into it. But there are places we need to go, but I don't yet know how to get there.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're
Thanks.
a richer man now.
I guess. I would talk to her, but I think it's not going to help us. So we need to figure out. We could go to the pawn shop guy. We could talk to Measurehead, but I don't know if it's a good idea. But why don't we talk to this guy about the lorry driver?
Hold on, wandering man.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, Measurehead thing?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic baton, or
Nope.
calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support. I
No.
get it. All
Yeah,
right,
no.
I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of
Okay.
solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
I'm ready.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Maybe that would work.
I don't know about all that. We're gonna go. I don't particularly want to. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save, but we are gonna talk to him. And what we're gonna do is bad choices for a moment. We're gonna take off our shirt. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna just take off that shirt of ours because I feel like taking off the shirt is gonna give us some bonuses to our physical excitement. Let's take off that. And see if there's anything we have that might give us some more physicalness. That's reaction speed. Maybe not bad. That might be useful. Look, we're gonna go and we're gonna confront him. Yeah, we're gonna put on our reaction speed hat. We're going to well, put on our composure. We're going to change our items. We're going to grab this, I don't know. I feel like we have some tools, right? Like we can grab that and maybe also can maybe, I don't think we can equip this, but let's also grab our chain cutters. Sure. Might make us look kind of cool. And we're gonna save, and we're gonna. What's our physique, huh? Where are we at? This is bad, but oh, we have a physical instrument of 6 though, right? So let's have a conversation with Measurehead, and maybe.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Great. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Yeah, but you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism.
Okay.
Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees.
All right.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
So, I'm gonna try to hit him.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break.
Well, police brutality.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Surprise!
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
I like the 360 flying spin kick is very impressive, but then I might fall down, so we're just gonna do a right hook. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Uh-oh. 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 Bad choice?
Oh God, wrong move. Your head is in his hands, like a pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Bad choice.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
I'm gonna try to somehow wiggle myself loose from his grasp. It's a bad idea, but we're gonna do it. Nope. I've got to heal myself. Here we go.
The compression is unbearable. This is causing some serious damage.
I probably should just kicked him.
Precious, gelatinous thing is inside there. Your sight turns red.
Bad times.
You are a poor player of physical chess.
Hey. Well, oh, yeah. I did save recently. We're gonna try it again, just in case. Oh, got him. We're gonna have to kick him. We're gonna have to kick him.
Just like that. Instinct took over.
Kick.
A solid strike straight. The man is all you
hear
is a small
kick. We're just gonna try to kick him. Kick. Oh!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
We have to say Disco Inferno.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
I don't want to talk to you.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Yeah, Lieutenant makes haste towards the door. Everybody, we did a thing, like an impressive thing. I'm gonna save right now. Just a quick note. Gonna just save, even though I do not have. Let's just take all of that. What if I search on him? Ooh, what's that? You know what? We can deal with this later, right? We just have to hit the button. Oh, I have to talk to Kim. Hey, Kim, what's up?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Yeah. Number one won't work. He started as not a good retort. I really, yeah, I was trying to assert my dominance over him. Was probably, yeah, we're gonna just go with that one, because that one is like the most honest.
We're not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
I did use up all my heals. Okay, but, alright, fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Right, but we succeeded, right? So now we can go, we can like do the thing, We pressed the button and we won. I feel like we did it. We did the thing. I feel like it's all success for us.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
I will note that I am in a slightly weakened position, but can I get in the door? Yes! Ah ha ha! Maybe we will find things here that will allow us to heal. Every worker equals member of the board was written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Okay. 10-minute call. Thank you, 10. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Okay. So, my friends, check it out. We have done really good things so far. I'm very proud of us. I think Kim's a little mad, though. I don't know if that is, but let's take it. A postcard. Love it. I'm into it. What's in here? I hope we can get a standard office filing cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. I imagine we can just break in.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
It's true.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Let's just open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
The art in this game is brilliant.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
I wonder what... I would love to see a map of this
and the
world.
Same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Well, let's do some volition, and maybe I should also change my clothing since I don't need to be shirtless.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
I feel like this game is trying to tell me that I don't want to be a cop, but okay, I'm going to look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
Continue.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Interesting.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Hey, look. Look, Kim. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Yeah. You know, let me take another look at this note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
I think we need to order that
All
borscht.
items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Close the drawer.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, by the way, I think we should maybe put on a shirt. Because we are currently really shirtless. And we should maybe also wear a hat that makes us book smart. And, yeah. That's fine. We can get really good with electrochemistry if we want to later. Right now, we are wearing things that make us good at what? Composure? Yeah, that's great. We got composure. Composure's good, right? Composure's good. Versus electrochemistry. Yeah. It's just look, some of these things are really funny. Electrochemistry is drugs. Oh. I thought it was... Hey, electrochemistry, what are you all about? Ah, love and be loved by drugs. It is drugs. I see. I see. Right. Got it. Okay, well, we don't need that right now. Someone left the coffee machine on. Love good coffee. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Maybe I don't love that coffee. Maybe that coffee is bad. Maybe that's not the coffee. I'm gonna take that. La fumée. We're just gonna search everything. Ooh, cool new glasses, huh? And I don't... Healing item, magnesium. I've got a lot of things to help my esprit de corps, not a lot to help my physical body. And I got a physical body problem. Just in case you wanted to know. 7 minutes. The radio's emitting a strange buzzing sounds. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, what about that?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
I don't know what happens if we use a token, but let's do it.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Well, let's dial a random number, huh? Long way home. Please?
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
I might try this again later.
Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Interfacing. I think if I do this right, I might be able to call home, and maybe I'll be able to figure things out, right? What is my... Do I have, Yeah, I don't think I can get any more interfacing than I currently have, is my suspicion. I don't have any interfacing clothing. But I do have new glasses. Visual calculus, but no drama. Logic, but no authority. What do you think? Visual calculus is 3. Logic is... Where's my logic? 6. Oh, I have a lot of logic. I feel like I might be able to just do some... Let's switch our glasses. Let's wear new glasses. I'm a little bit less dramatic, but I can always wear the mesh tank top if I need more drama. And everybody, let's go up the staircase, shall we? Here we go. All that jumping off the side, I don't have to do it anymore. I can just grab that.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
I don't know how I feel about this, but let's
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
It's snowing.
I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
I have a lot of feelings about this because I don't know how I feel about the cloak. There it is. It gives you +1 esprit de corps and +1 shivers. I imagine it's going to take over our cloak, our jacket, which is so fun. Let's see. This gives us conceptualization. You know what? We're going to wear the cloak. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, it gives us shivers, which I don't think we're very good at. And shivers lets us know about the neighborhood. That's good. Also, maybe I should stop holding the things that I'm holding. Y'all, I have these weird feelings. I punched out that guy, and I don't like him because he's a terrible jerk. I just don't want some people to be mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want some people, Kim, to be mad at me. Also, we're gonna go, like, in 3 minutes. Collecting rainwater. Okay. Cool. I just want you to know that, like, are all around you great machines in quiescence. It's snowing. I have feelings. I don't really want to go down there just yet, sorry. Or maybe I do want to go down there. I feel like we're gonna stop real soon because there's a lot going on and it's a lot. Let's just see what they have to say and then put ourselves by that door. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there, which all look very interesting. But I don't think that's the way. I like it. That's the way. You know, I did disco on Tuesday in class, and then I did funk today in class. But here we are. I suspect this is going to be a place for us to... There's some singing. Woo! This is going to be, I think, where we end the game for today. We're going to grab these bottles. I'm injured and weak. It would be nice to, like, heal up my body in some kind of a way. I don't know. Are you worried? They're singing. I would love to know who is singing, but I do not know at the moment. Let me go to main menu. Everybody, confirm. So, oh, what kind of funk do we talk about? So, the problem is we have, like, a lot to talk about today, so I didn't get to do a lot. I wanted to do both funk and Afrofuturism, but I didn't get to do all of that I wanted to. Y'all need to ask questions if everybody's wrapping up. No, I'm going to wrap up. What I was going to say was we started off with James Brown, right? Super bad. And we talked about rhythm and the expansion of the rhythmic measure from, like, a 4/4 to, like, 16s. And we talked about funk as, like, Black Power, i.e. sort of being Afrocentric, wanting to sort of bring in African, what was the imagination of African musical influence in terms of hyper rhythm. And, like, braggadociousness, right? And we talked a little bit about New Orleans. Then I talked about how while James Brown had his influence with, like, soul, but there are other ways to sort of, like, other ways to construct funk. And I talked about Betty Davis, her Nasty Gal song, and that was about, like, rock, right, and psychedelic scene in the Bay Area, and that particular sound, and we did that. Then we sadly ran out of time. We could not play any more funk. I did want to play... I was planning on playing Sun Ra and also P-Funk for the Mothership Connection, but we just didn't get time to do it because there was a lot to do today and not a lot of time. But on Tuesday, we'll be doing early hip-hop, so we'll be talking about funk again, and then also disco again, and how that, like, leads into early hip-hop. That's what we're going to do next week. But that's it. No, I'm gonna wrap up. Press A, stop, wrap up. No. Volpez, Go-Go is so good, but at the moment I can't talk about Go-Go or Zydeco. It's really bad. I only have 26 class sessions, and I start in the 1700s, and I've got to get through African American music from the 1700s to the current day, and there's so much I don't get to do, and I keep trying to figure out how can I reorganize so I can add in this or add in that. What can I drop? And there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not doing that I really would like to do, but I never have the time for it. It makes me sad. But it's good, though, and I added a brand new lecture for this time. The new lecture is... It's something very present. Something very, very current. What did I add? I can't remember now. But I had a new idea for something. I was like, oh, I should add that. And I did, but now I can't remember what it is because it's at the end. But I'm going to go eat. So I'm going to go eat. We're not going to raid anybody because I'm going to be here for Critical Role. So I'm going to go. I wanted to say thank you all for being here. This has been so lovely. I've missed you all. I've been away from our video games for a while. Thank you for for hanging out with me for the show and tell. Tomorrow, I will be here at 10 for sort of a half hour for Critical Role. So I'll be watching it. You can hang out in the Discord and we can chat together. And on Friday, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m., will be The Gamblers, our Pirates of Drynex campaign. And everybody was super intense last week, which was great. And I'm interested to see how they sort of continue on with their business and how long they'll stay there and how they're going to deal with the things they've learned. I'm interested to find out that. And Saturday at noon, I'll be running I'll be playing here, The Outer Worlds. And I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do, and we'll figure out when I'm going to do it. And Sunday, there is no stream for me on Sunday, but I'm going to see, I've got a lot to catch up on, and I've got to see if I can do this thing that I want to do, and we'll see if I can do it. But you can find me next after that on Monday over at Simon's channel, Wandering Games channel, or Montreal by Night, which will be the last episode of Montreal by Night. We're going to have a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back to finish the it's going to be a break in November, we'll come back in December, and then I think we'll finish in January. And then back here again on Thursday for more Disco Elysium. By the way, we're going to finish up our DLC on Saturday. That is my goal. That's it, everybody. Y'all are... Oh, this week is the live show M9 reunion. Next week's gonna... Oh, nice. Thank you again for that thing you did. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. As someone who's been on stage with Chuck Brown, I feel your pain. Deckhand for... Oh, yeah. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being great. Give love to yourselves, and I will catch you all on the flip side, everybody. Bye.